Across the country, Friday night lights are a staple from small towns to metro centers. That's no different in the town of Sparta, population 4,902. Friday night lights in the fall are spent at Warrior Stadium, watching the White County Warriors play on D. Harris Field. For Sparta, football hasn't always been on the main stage. A 24-game losing streak in the mid-2010s marked an era where the focus was on other sports. But now, the Warriors are a football program on the rise. Following a historic senior class led by a generational talent, the Warriors are in year 2 under head coach Curtis Beaty, and they're looking to build on a 5-5 2023 record.
Drive them out of there, baby!
This is Proving Ground, preseason with the White County Warriors.
Defense from the Warriors, a big 35-6 win.
Now Pinion's going to tuck it and run. Tripp getting caught from behind, slung down. Ball game. Cookeville comes on the road and defeats Sparta. 1 second to go, 2-point game. 3 linemen on the field. Pinion has the snap. He's dropping back, steps up, fires deep, looking for Richmond. It's in the air, and it's broken up. Incomplete. But it is the Bees improving to 5-0 on the football season and 3-0 in Region 4-4.
Down to within the last second came this ball game. Jubilation, of course, in Sparta. But what a ball game for all the fans here tonight. White County gets the victory.
A 5-5 year last year. At the end of the day, we should be a little bit proud. We graduated one of the best classes, if not the best class to ever play here, and we were that close to getting in. That's not where we want to be. So I think it's crucial with the talent level and the kids we're bringing back that we do get in the playoffs and give our kids a chance to make some noise. Will we get put out in the first round? Will we make it all the way? To be determined, but we have to give ourselves a chance to keep the trajectory of this program going in the direction we want it to go. Well, Tripp's impact as a whole, I mean, obviously, y'all see what he does on Friday nights. His abilities are just mind-blowing sometimes. JoJo's coming back, and then there's Demarius will be around. You got Cole Sims coming back as a sophomore who was productive for us. We've got 4 or 5 guys that we can rotate through and keep fresh and help Tripp there. So overall, I think our running back group is pretty solid. They all bring something different to the table. Anytime another team can't just sit there and play 11 dudes on number 3, then we're going to be more successful as an offense, because when you get even 2 or 3 guys chasing a Demarius Dow or a JoJo or a Cole, then now that's 2 guys less chasing Tripp. So obviously that makes him more successful when all eyes aren't on him. Now, we realize everybody's still going to put their eyes on him, so those other guys are going to have to earn that respect from other coaches and players in this area, and that's fine. I think they're up to that task, but yeah, I think it tremendously will help Tripp and help the whole entire offense. Of course, there's names that y'all know, and Darvon Richmond and Gage Stevenson, and now you add into the mix, you've got Demarius Dow out wide with them, and Antonio Purvis. I don't know how I leave Antonio out. Made some spectacular catches last year, and he's always sure-handed. He's going to be a 3-year starter, coming back. That we just have a ton of experience at that wide receiver and DB spot, so we feel confident. Now, Lex Winfrey will be coming back, and Hunter Broyles, and you got A.J. Hunt, and then you got a Brandon Phillips kid, and then there's names like Damon Conley that have moved in to the mix, and Johnny Humphreys and T.J. Dodds of the world that are playing crucial roles in the rotation. Our biggest thing is the weight room. We put all of our attention in the weight room because here at Sparta, to be able to win games, we have to be the strongest because you're not always going to have a Malachi and you're not always going to have a Trip, but you always got an opportunity to go get strong in that weight room over there.
Hey, one of those other cougars.
First. We put a super focus on just focusing right now and learning the game because the physicality and the speed and that thing comes as you just play more. But learning the ins and outs of the game happens right now, and that's where we're throwing it at them, and we want them to lock in and focus, and we put them in tough situations to learn. The biggest thing is the belief in the kids. The kids believe that they can go out and compete with anybody. They believe that they can win against anybody. And Coach Frazier, I always give him a ton of credit. He brought that belief in. From day one, he come in and he said, we will compete with everybody. And we will beat teams. And you can win. And I believed with him because I seen that this community is built around winning teams. I mean, the basketball program has historically won. There's a chance, but you got to change that mentality, and that's the biggest change, was the belief change. You're going to have those years where you're going to be down, and I've always said when I first got here, even when we were losing games, when you're down, you can't be down. This team believes that they can win no matter what situation. So I think the biggest takeaway is special teams matters. We lost multiple games due to a special teams breakdown. You can't get off the bus and not start the game. You get down to the runner-ups in Class 4A 21-0 at their place. It's going to be hard to make that ground up. Macon County, you're down 21. You can't do that and compete against the talent that this 4A class has to offer. And those are the two biggest things that we took away from last year as a youthful bunch. Those things matter. Starting the game matters. Special teams matters. And if we can control some of that and carry over the good things that we were doing and staying in ball games and competing, we'll be all right. Region 4-4A doesn't get enough credit, I don't think, throughout the state. The coaches in this region are really good. And a lot of times we have to be in the Upper Cumberland. We have to play disciplined football, and we can't give up easy plays for Gabe Borders and Ethan Pauk and those guys. You just can't open creases for them. You got to be in your gap. You got to be taking on the block that you're supposed to be taking on, and you got to make it as hard as you can for that kid to find the crease. And then we'll see where the dominoes fall, they say. But that is our responsibility, is to make it as hard on that kid as possible to find those areas, and we have to be disciplined to do that.
Baby. What we've been waiting for, ain't some shoulder pad. Feels like real football.
Potential is talent not reached yet, you know what I mean? Like, we've got a lot of potential. We feel like the ceiling is the top, man. We bring all these kids back, you expect good things. The production should be there, and that's where we're standing on it right now. We're excited to have all these kids back, and these kids are not coming back with the mentality of, we've already played, we're good, we're going through the motions. They're trying to be better. They're trying to get better every day. They're doing the work that's necessary to not be 5-5.
Yep. Don't pop up.
That's the chance. You play that one with your body, that one with your eyes. Anytime freeze out and sail, that means get right there and anticipate the quarterback. Bump it. Go.
They do not want to miss the playoffs again. So it's exciting as a coaching staff. We feel like this roster's got what it takes to compete, make some noise, and get in the playoffs. and things like that. But once again, it's all about whether or not we can reach that potential or we don't.
Oh, good, Johnny. Good, baby. Good. That's what you get on. Go line. Go to the water. Go get the
Go and then sink your hips. It's two simple things that you got to figure out, and you're going to be dominant.
As an assistant coach, I was a 100% rah-rah guy. I didn't have as much to worry about, right? We've got enough coaches this year that I'm really not even having to coach a position full-time. So I'm able to flow from position to position. So I'm a little bit more of a motivation guy, discipline guy, and I'm rah-rahing them up a little bit more. But at the same time, I'm going to be stepped back and observing. And hey, Coach Sloan, right here we could possibly do X, Y, Z, or that kid's, was playing well down there today, and things like that. So you'll see a mixture of both, I think, and that's what I hope.
Offense has to slide their feet. Defense, turn and run, make us work, make us have to move. Okay? Sit. Go!
Now, obviously, I'm an offensive line guy, so sometimes when offensive line's going, you see me get a little bit extra excited about what's going on with them, and I jump in just a little bit more. But overall, I'll be a split 50-50 guy.
Get him out of the way for this quick, okay? We'll do it. Everybody get you about 2-3 blocks each, and we'll be done. Here we go. Sit. Go. Drive. Stop. Whistle. Now look. Touching him or whatever. We got to get him. Last year, half the time we blocked a rebound, we like a bunch of kids.
Go. Boom. Go. Turn it.
It's incredible to be able to step back sometimes as a head coach and see practice and not be locked into one thing.
Talk yesterday about 2 steps to get him. If they're right, you come on, hammer. Good. Attaboy, Cat. Move. Good. Wide. Oh. Good job, Carter.
D. Harris is a happy place when football is going in the right direction. I think this community really has jumped on board, and they haven't stopped over the past 6 years. They're absolutely all in on supporting these kids. It's huge to get games here in front of those crowds, because I can't even explain the energy that is the Aurora type feel that you get when you're playing here, and our kids see it. Sometimes when our kids travel, I don't know what it is, but when we get to play games here, they're a different group of kids. We get 2 big region games here for us, and then if you potentially could pull something off and win those games, then you have a chance to make your noise in the playoffs with a lot of home games.